tunnel superintendent. I look after the day-to-day operations of the tunnelling works on the east. We're on gantry 6, which is on the back of the TBM. We're heading towards CBD. It is quite noisy, depending on what we're doing, but yeah, this is pretty much how it is all the time. So you can see this is where our segments are brought down by the MSV. From here they get loaded onto the segment feeder, which then takes them up to the front of the machine to build the ring. There's a full-time operator. He operates the segment crane, which puts them onto the feeder that takes them up to the front. That's the erector up the front. That's what picks the segments up and places them in the tunnel.
I'm building rings, the concrete segments that line the tunnel walls. Day to day, build a ring, bolt it up, make sure the ring's coming out of the back of the tail skin correctly, it's in the right position, checking the joints, measure up, bolting, retightening bolts. As the machine comes to finish a cut, we're taking measurements on 8 points of the concrete ring, make sure the next ring will fit in the right place and alignment for the tunnel going forward.
So at the moment we're up the front of the machine. Up the front of the cutter head we've got 40 cutters. As it spins around, the cutters turn themselves as well, and they cut the ground. Through this door here is the excavation chamber. That's where we excavate the material, and there the material goes up the slurry pipes, up to the slurry treatment plant where it's treated. As the TBM jacks forward off the segments at the front, the gantries and the rest of the TBM move along the segments that are already installed. So there's a series of thrust cylinders up the front. They're pushing off the last ring that was built.
We're standing in the operator's cab right now. I'm one of the shift engineers on the TBM. So our main responsibility is to ensure that we're cutting following the parameters that we're given, doing quality checks to make sure the rings are being built, just making sure we're getting all our volumes with the grout, pressures are good, and yeah, nothing seems unusual. So this screen here is pretty much my shift reporting screen. So any downtime or anything that happens on the machine gets recorded on this screen here. That's the survey screen that we can see over there. So that's pretty much what the operator will use to steer the machine. So that screen there you see there's your slurry circuit. So this is all our rams and how hard we're pushing and how hard we're steering with the articulation. This screen here is just showing us the pipe tower at the moment. So outside in the shaft, the operator is able to control the pipe tower, and that's that screen there. Pretty much all the pipes that you see along the side in the tunnel, they all go back and up from that pipe tower and then straight to the slurry treatment plant. So you've got all your grout pipes, your sodium pipes, your slurry pipes, bentonite pipes, they're all just in that, and the operator can pretty much control most of it from here.
I'm a TBM operator. Well, he manages the functions of the slurry circuit, the pressures inside the steering cylinders, and main things the guidance system for the tunnel. Today we're just doing a slurry change at the moment, which you'll see on the screen here. It's in the tower. So as soon as they've joined the pipes at the back, we'll be able to open up the slurry lines. We'll go to the slurry circuit in here, and we'll open all those valves up, and then we can start mining.
We're here at the lunchroom. This is where the TBM crew have their lunch and their breaks. It saves the workers having to travel back out to the surface to have lunch. We've also got the office for the engineers and toilets at the back of the machine. This is the refuge chamber for the TBM. So in the event of an emergency, the workers can retreat into here. It holds 24 people, and we've got medical oxygen and enough necessities in there until the emergency's over.